original Friday Frenzy, presented by Pepsi, starts now.
Well, hello and good night. Welcome in for another original Friday Frenzy. 2 weeks in the books and another action-packed thriller tonight for Week 3. 11 games on tap tonight.
Yeah, we're excited to get to it. As always, we're going to reveal our WAND Athlete of the Week and who they've had a remarkable start to the season. Not to mention Mark Tupper is going to pay a visit to discuss Illinois' sellout game against Western Michigan coming up that you're going to be at.
Yeah, it'll be a fun one. Let's waste no time tonight. Let's get right to the highlights. Less than 10 miles separate Riverton and Williamsville, and that was our WAND matchup of the week. The Bullets made a short trip south tonight. The Hawks off to a 1-1 start after canceling last year's varsity season. First time for offense, Bullets marching down the field. Jackson Sanders swings to find Mason Johnson for a nice gain, and 2 plays later, Sanders is going to call his own number, keep it, and go up the middle for 6. And we're jumping ahead now. Riverton down 14-0, trying to get something going on the offense. Graydon Hartlub airmails it and passes catch by Peyton Carson. He's going to take it all the way, though, for the pick 6, and he celebrates with his teammates in the end zone. Next drive for the Bullets, Sanders is going to find Dalton Root, and he's going to be on the slant for the quick TD pass. One last chance, though, for the Hawks offense in the first half. The half a second on the clock. Hartlub tries to keep it himself, and he's going to be stopped, though, short of the goal line. The half would come to an end there. Williamsville, though, gets the big road win, 48-0.
Defense made our job really easy, obviously. I don't know if it was their plan to try and grind stuff out and keep us off the field, but when we finally did, man, I mean, I wish I had a GoPro on just to see the hole that the O-line opened up for Milla, and he busted one first play, and then it was just off to the races from there.
There we go. Next time, a helmet cam. How about that? Make sure to tune into the WAND Now app to hear more from Ben Mackey and Coach Aaron Kuntz during the Frenzy 15.
All right, shared turf in Springfield as the Senators and Lanphier go head-to-head inside the capital city. Springfield High was on the prowl from the start. First play from scrimmage, ball gets ripped out, and then they take over on offense, and only a matter of a few plays later, it's Armanzi Lewis who barrels his way across the goal line, and they didn't stop there. Lions take over once again, and the ball is on the ground again. So Springfield comes up with it once more, and here's Brody Scheffler taking the outside pass to find Cale Thurman. He gets the outside block and finds the end zone with some speed. The Senators top Lanphier 63-0. Rochester back at home in CS8 play against Lincoln on the brand new turf. And that new light show was displayed plenty tonight. It's JP Leonard on the option keeper. Look at him go. Takes off like Forrest Gump. Nobody's stopping him from scoring, and he punches it in for 6. The Rockets defense hardly let the Railers move the ball, which led to plenty of punts. And Nick Phoebus makes the most of a short kick here, works to the outside, goes back the other way, shakes off a few would-be tacklers, and he's going to run up the sideline. Nobody is going to stop him from putting 6 points on the board. And a lot of points were up on the board tonight as they top Lincoln 56-0.
And back here in Decatur, MacArthur back home against U-High tonight. General's first possession, a bad snap. They're going to recover it, and DeMonte Phillips comes away with it. He's going to be off to the races, gets to the outside, and he's going to get a nice couple blocks there. Dodges a tackle, and he'd be taken down just at the 1-yard line. And that would help lead to a Caden Brown getting the handoff, and he's going to be in easy for the touchdown. Mac up 7-0 early, but U-High would get the offense going late in the half. Griffin Meyer is going to call his own number, lowers the shoulder for the touchdown. At the half, the Pioneers up 9-7. This one, though, goes to overtime. Mac comes away with a 28-27 win.
Wow.
And switching to the Lincoln Prairie Conference, Sangamon Valley home against Sullivan. The Storm were looking for their first win. The Redskins looking to stay undefeated. Storm strikes first. Dominic Riley rolls out to his right. In trouble. He's going to throw up a prayer. Finds a man down the far sideline all alone. Caden DeVischer with the waltz into the end zone. Sangamon Valley up 7-0. The ensuing kickoff, Logan Fleener with the fields it, and he's going to get a couple of nice blocks up the sideline. Breaks the tackle. He's gone. Nothing but green grass there for him. But don't kick to Logan Fleener. He's going to tie the game, and Sullivan sparks there. And they would take this one on the road, 42-29.
Also in the Lincoln Prairie Yard, Jetta Oriana going up against Arcola CGB, both looking for their first win of the season, and it's the Purple Riders. Ronnie Vega takes the kickoff, goes untouched through the middle for most of the way before he's taken down at the opposing 40-yard line, but the Bombers would take over. It's Carter Lowe tossing it to Justin Flowers. He gets to the outside. Look at this. Loses his shoe, keeps on going, 50 yards for the touchdown run. And later on, it's Arcola's QB looking for a receiver, but this one is underthrown, picked off by Tyson Tenen, and he takes it all the way to the house for the pick six. Bombers take the big win at home, 45-7. To the heart of Illinois Conference, Central A&M and Warrensburg-Latham going up head-to-head. Central A&M on the moves. Emmett Stanger finds Aiden Sykes for the first down and some extra yardage, but on a Warrensburg penalty, Raiders keep the drive going. Evan Pearsall takes the handoff for a 9-yard gain. They're just on the doorstep of a first round there. The Warrensburg-Latham defense responds though. Stanger wrapped up by Logan Ben Scotter and Easton McKenzie brought down for the loss. Central A&M tries to respond, but Stanger's pass gets picked off and the Cardinals go the other way. They take this one 35-0.
And a couple of 2-0 teams in the South Central Conference. Pana and Vandalia, 3rd and 17 for the Panthers. Parker Moore finds Derek Ambrose, and that's going to set up 4th and inches. But Pana is going to try to punch it in on 3rd and goal, but Vandalia's defense stops the run. And the Panthers now are forced to go for a field goal, and Carter Burris gets the lucky bounce off the crossbar or doink there. But Vandalia quickly responds. Quincy Sombra unleashes a deep ball to Connor Depew, and he catches it over the defenders, and he's going to take it to the house for the 68-yard touchdown. Vandalia is going to go on to win this one 26-18. In our last conference game of the night, St. Joseph Ogden on the road taking on Illinois Valley Central. Spartans backed up. Logan Armberger gets the handoff, and he has a nice hole up the middle, but the ball is punched out, and the Gray Ghosts recover it. But later on, Cody McKinney is going to call his own number. He gets to the end zone with ease for the touchdown. Spartans get the big win on the road, 51-16.
Some non-conference play continues now. Mount Zion coming off a big win last week. This week, the Braves back home against Breese Central. First quarter, it's Braves' Kellen Bullhorst getting the handoff. He gets a nice pickup for the first down before eventually going down out of bounds. Same drive, it's going to be Gabe Shoemaker attempting and making the field goal, punching it through. Mount Zion on the board, 3-0. Jumping to the second quarter, it's Braves defense making plays. Brody Lipa get the interception, and he is gone. A lot of pick sixes tonight. Mount Zion moves on to 3-0, winning 38-28. And our last stop of the night down in Effingham, taking on Mater Dei. Hearts Max Flack with a big hit on the QB. That forces the fumble. Effingham recovers. We go later on. Flack once again on the pressure, and this time gets the QB down in the end zone for a safety. Put those hands up, folks. After getting another one going, it's Hunter Holland. He takes the handoff, and he's in for the touchdown. Once again, Effingham wins big at home, 24-14. Plenty more is around the corner on tonight's Friday Frenzy. In just a couple of minutes, it's our WAND Athlete of the Week, who's already had an impressive career on the field, but even more impressive than his numbers that he's putting up is the impact that he has on the community. But first and foremost, Springfield fan, let him hear it.
Yeah!